Hey, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Welcome back to another day. And yes, we will be having a great old time today as usual. Please do get your likes in. I will be on camera in a second. Just as the stream was coming on, it decided to do that thing where it zooms in on my face again. So I'm just fixing that. But then we'll be ready to go. So get your comments in, get your likes in. Let me know what you're up to. We've got Crypto Bro in there nice and early. How we doing, mate? Great to see you, as always. Jeff, great to see you, mate. And John, how we doing, mate? Great to see everyone. Please do get your likes in, get your comments in, get your shares in if you want to go share it. Go and pop this stream link in a random Telegram group. How about everyone goes and does that for today? And we need to restart the Friday Bring a Friend Day. I'm just reaching to fix the camera, sorry. Let me now load this camera up. Hang on. We should be all good, I think. Nope. There you go. You can see my whole setup now. Hello, everyone. Why is it not working? 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 Nope. Okay. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Right, I'll try it again. Afternoon, Discipline. Afternoon, Wiz. Good morning, Stella. I saw. Yes, the low frequency bot is raised to 3K max now. There we go. Raw! Give me your best roars. Hello, Kutaki. How we doing, mate? You're saying evening? Whereabouts in the world are you, Kutaki? I'm guessing you are towards the eastern side, with it being evening there. Let me know whereabouts you are. Loki, how we doing? Great to see everyone. Make sure you get your likes in, get your comments in, get all the good stuff in. Just as I fix this camera, hopefully, anyway. I hope I can fix it. I hope so. Let's see, anyway. Australia? Ooh, okay. One of my good friends is living in Australia at the moment. This camera's been an absolute pain. Right, let me see if it's fixed. I hope it's fixed now. Right, let me see. Nope. Okay, this is going to be annoying. If this is the case, this is going to be extremely annoying. Right, hang on. Wait there. There we go, I'm back. Right, fixed. There we go. Okay. All sorted. Right, we'll get cracking now. So yes, welcome back to the stream, everyone. That was a bit of a jolted start, wasn't it? Yeah, my good friend, he moved to Australia in September. He's been living it up there. I think he quite likes it, to be honest. Yeah, I think he quite likes life over there. But yes, obviously Bitcoin, we've had not really much movement. We've had a push down earlier today. Recovery bounce and then back in. So the trade from yesterday is still open. So I'm thinking, I'm hoping anyway that we get to keep this open. We should have, I mean, if we would have had our thing go up here where we was looking, that would have been great, wouldn't it? But yeah, I am thinking we should keep this open for today going into Monday. What does everyone else think? I can't remember if we put a take profit in or not. Did we? No, we've got to stop. Listen, I think like take profit. I'll be honest. I think we could. Obviously, if things turn bad, you can see here we've got to run all this. I think a take profit down here somewhere would not be out of the question. What does everyone think? We'll get the poll going anyway. We'll get the poll going. 105k. I think. I honestly, I think lower. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I think we could go significantly lower. I think we could go all the way back down here. I mean, this was the area of interest I was looking at the other day. We could also, invalidate that and go up. So for you people that are bullish, don't shoot me. I'm just offering a opinion. But I think, there looks like a good place for a standard retest, doesn't it? Liquidity-wise here would be obviously full sweep. Down to in 104.6 would obviously just completely wipe all this out. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe like we could go significantly lower. Send it to the pit, says Wiz. Look at you, Wiz, with your little spanner now. You're a mod. Bobby says, yeah, 105. Where the entry I missed yesterday, 107,450 is the entry. And what was actually interesting was we didn't actually enter on stream. We set a limit order and it triggered. So we set the limit order and then it triggered up here. This run up here triggered the limit order. So yeah, let's hope. At the moment, we've made back some of the losses that we've made because at the moment we've not been having the best of times. And we did actually go long initially as well yesterday, Jeff. And then everyone in the chat was saying no, go short, and I had the feeling to go short. It would have been nice if we would have kept that 108k one open, but yeah. I'm thinking maybe. I mean, yeah, we've not had the best old time of doing these poll these poll trades. But go and get your voting in the chat anyway. I'm gonna go and vote as well because I want to keep this trade open to the downside. So I will be voting down. Let's go. Oh, smash a like on it as well. Get your likes in, guys. There's not that many likes going on. Come on, get your likes in. Anyway, yeah, so Bitcoin, we've not got much. Interesting enough for you people. I filmed a video, obviously, on the latest oscillator update. Let me know in the chat how smooth you think the oscillator is looking now. How do you like the look of the oscillator? And obviously, can you see the additions to the oscillator? Oh, I think you can. Doesn't it look funky? Oh, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? SMFC has done a cracking job on these latest features that are coming. Always looking to improve, isn't he? But yeah, I mean, I'm guessing you can see a few things. You know, you can see this purple. You can see the purple cross, the green arrow. You can see this green dot here. It's all coming. Don't you worry, people. Don't you worry. All I care about is BBAI. Tell me where it goes, Dave, please. Well, I mean, you would think that filling in that run up towards $10 wouldn't have been that bad, would you? Also, kudos to anyone in Discord who bought BKSY. Bitcoin is not going down anytime soon using 1 hour chart. Famous last words. It won't be dropping below 106. We'll see. We'll see, Samuel. We'll see. Didn't Trump announce a trade deal with China? I think that's old news now, and I don't think the market really cares about that anymore. I think anything to do with China is now baked in. I think, anyway. But Samuel thinks we are not going below 106k, which is obviously going to turn right or wrong over the weekend, isn't it? We are either going to be going below 106k or staying above 106k over the weekend. So we will have the results of that one way. I mean, but look at the grind up on the S&P 500, particularly obviously the latest price action. Insane. And we have created a new all-time high. Obviously, this was the previous one created in January. Or was it February? I can't remember. It was one of them, wasn't it? And yeah, we rallied all the way up and we are above now. Do we get a pullback? That is the question. Do we get a pullback? Do we dip below the previous all-time high again? These are the things we need to look at. And as you can see, we have a bunch of green arrows coming in here, which suggests overbought zone. We are becoming overbought, and we have been overbought for quite a while now, since Tuesday. So keep an eye on that. I think a correction on the stock market could give a deep flush on Bitcoin. You know, you can see all this build up here. If the S&P starts to come and nuke through all this, I'm telling you, goodbye to that Bitcoin build up. Zero chance of a stop loss or liquidation. Oh no. There's we could definitely hit our stop loss. Our stop loss is at 108,300 is our stop loss. So go and hunt me if you want. Yeah, go and hunt me. But yeah, S&P 500 up to new highs. Again, same for Nasdaq. Nasdaq just keeps climbing, doesn't it? Just keeps climbing. If we go and have a look at the monthly chart, you can see on the month, yeah, we are broken above all-time high now, with only 3 days and 9 hours to go till the monthly close. So we could close the highest ever month on the stock market potentially, which now you come back and have a look at that. It's absolutely insane, isn't it, to look at that monthly candle now. So yeah, we could close the highest ever month over on the stock market. Gold is taking a bit of a hit, as you can see. They are not bullish candles for gold over, particularly the last 2 months, are they? This is definitely not a bullish candle for gold. I mean, that is a horrendous looking candle, isn't it? So yeah, not looking too great, and it looks like it is falling out. Yeah, so it fell out of that ascending triangle that we looked at the other day. As you can see, it was trying to hold it, fell through, then rejected off it, and then yeah, we've been tailing off since, with Stonksy catching a gorgeous short there. But yeah, we fell out of that, so we're plunging to the downside on gold. But that monthly candle looks horrendous, so we could maybe have hit a high time frame top on gold. Potentially, we could have. I mean, that monthly candle looks awful. Hunt or hump, the latter. Gold starting to distribute some bullishness, but crypto looks weak outside of Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, even Bitcoin low time frame looks a bit weak now, doesn't it? It's distributing after a big rally up, potentially anyway. But yeah, I think, unless we get some huge global uncertainty again, you look at this candle on gold, and if you pay attention to candlesticks, that looks horrendous, doesn't it? That looks like a horrendous looking candle on the monthly. And notice we are fully outside of the bands as well, with the channels on gold. So yeah, we could see this go on for a while, but potentially, yeah, gold has hit a top. Who knows? We will see, obviously, as time unfolds, but yeah, there we go. Anyway, back to Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, we are holding SR. So it's not the end of the world for Bitcoin. But we are starting to kind of tail off a bit, aren't we? But yeah, do let me know in the chat what you'd like me to look at. We'll run through some alts now as well. Just get a quick drink and then we'll run through some alts. But any particular tickers you want me to look at, or any particular assets, let me know in the chat. What day did you say you're coming on with? Was it next week? Did you say? What was it? One day next week you're coming on? I can't remember when you said. ETH. So yeah, obviously what we looked at on ETH. So ETH come down, retested. So this is what we looked at yesterday, wasn't it? So ETH come down, retested the zone of support, held it on the hourly. We did dip below, but obviously held it for the close. So nice spot for ETH. And then we have got a nice green background as well, which is up about $30 since that opened. But most importantly, we are still rejecting and finding resistance off of this zone, which is key SR. So yeah, pretty straightforward for ETH. Exactly the same as we looked at yesterday. There has been no change on ETH at all. Apart from we've got this lovely hourly green background. And we actually have had a bullish arrow come in as well. But yeah, we need to obviously blast through, reclaim this box, and then start heading up. And that's it on ETH. Obviously, this is formed support, but a break of below here would obviously not be very good for the price at all. But yeah, up to now, ETH is now pressing resistance again. ARB. Oh yeah, we'll have a look at ARB. Can do if you want me. Yeah, I think. What did you not say? Hang on. I thought you said. Did you not say a specific date? I can't remember when you. I can't remember what you said when you messaged me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, well, you let me know when's best. You let me know when's best for you, mate, and you can, of course, come on. Anyway, let's look at ARB for our good friend in the chat. So we have, obviously, this is the extremities of ARB's price action, all-time lows. However, we have what you could maybe start to consider a double bottom on. Either way, doesn't really matter. We obviously have strong daily demand down here, don't we? So whether you think this is a double bottom or not, doesn't really matter. As long as it holds support down here, that's fine. So yeah, pretty much definitely don't want to break below like 26 for the daily close, that's for sure. So to the downside, that's it, because we are at, in and around all-time lows. The downside, there's not really much to say about it apart from, you don't want to close below around 26 cents for a daily close. Now, if we look, obviously, we're looking for upside. We are still in a 4-hour red background. However, yeah, up to here, I mean, I think running up to here would be good. That would provide a full liquidity run. And then we would potentially maybe come into some supply. But I mean, the immediate future of ARB, I would say, yeah, these two areas are key. I think up here will provide some difficulty for it, because that's obviously where 4-hour supply came in. But, from here, you can definitely see the case for up towards 34.68 or in and around there. Obviously, run the rest of these stops and liquidity above. Obviously, you'd take out all this as well that's built up. And yeah, just into logical retest of here. And then above that, yeah, I mean, this was fast and thin on the way down, wasn't it? There wasn't really much left behind there. Pretty aggressive sell-off. So I think, above there, we're up to here and then testing 4-hour supply, which obviously, depending on market strength and stuff, you could imagine that we would sell off from there then and come down and maybe retest somewhere. So that would be my immediate thoughts on ARB. Now, obviously, all this could be eradicated if, we come down here. This would be fine. So, yeah. That's what I'd be watching. I'd be watching Oh, didn't mean to do that. Hang on. How do I get rid of this stupid thing? Yeah. I'd be watching for a retest of daily demand if it comes for, buying. And then you've got easy invalidation then, haven't you? If it starts breaking down here, 25, 24, 23, no good then, unless obviously it holds it on the daily. So you've got that, or you've got a run up here, which obviously, that in itself from here would be like 14, 15%. Just depends on if you're already in or not. Would I be comfortable buying in here? It's a bit weird in it because we don't really know what Bitcoin's going to do. Obviously, if Bitcoin tails off, ARB will probably find itself down here pretty quickly again. But again, if Bitcoin shows strength or just consolidates and altcoins overall show strength, we could see ARB run to these levels. So yeah, that's what I'd be probably looking at. BKSY, yeah, we'll look at that now, mate. Also think Peak may run again. Okay, let's have a look at them too then, shall we? Up a whopping 18% yesterday. And look at that. Wow. What a run. What a run. I mean, we are approaching, it's coming in for potentially its highest daily close since July 2022. So maybe coming in for its highest daily close in 3 years, which is pretty something, isn't it? And obviously would take it out of here. You've definitely got high time frame resistance here. You can see it all along here. And then obviously when we retested 3 years ago, and then, most recently in February, that weekly candle right up to there, that's exactly where it pinged off there. So you've got, obviously strong high time frame SR there. But then, looking at it on the weekly chart, there is literally nothing there, is there? Up to like, your 60, 70, 80 cents, $80, sorry. There's not really anything there. I mean, if we go and have a look, see what formed back then. Yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing, is there? It's pretty much just one straight line down. So you could easily maybe see it coming, obviously, back into here, maybe. That was good piece of price action, wasn't it? But, you could quickly find itself up there because, there's nothing really there. Maybe it struggles along here, but again, would you even consider that where it was? I don't know. Looking at it on the weekly chart, it looks pretty good. Obviously, just needs to close above kind of this $22 level. Let's have a look at peak. Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing with this is there's just like, I suppose your risk reward, you kind of know, don't you? You know your risk reward on this. You know your risk reward. You don't want it to go to new lows. So again, anywhere kind of here and below, below obviously there, we'll give this a little. Anywhere there and below is skull and crossbones. However, we do have this coming in. Now, obviously, if you wasn't here to start the stream, these purple arrows, crosses, sorry, suggest oversold region. So, maybe that gives it some warrant there, Wizzo. But yeah, I mean, you've got good risk reward down here, haven't you? You know exactly where you should cut if it starts to go below. And potentially, a lot to fully reverse. I mean, all that is just like, you got all this, haven't you, just to basically just take out. I'm not drawing that as a trend line, by the way. Just drawing that as representation of just like this. You've just got steady selling constantly without any sort of bounce back up. So yeah, I mean, your risk reward is there. Let's check on Weevil. Yeah, not really doing much, is it? HUD, obviously Robinhood at all-time highs. So yeah, there we have it anyway. Any further tickers, let me know in the chat. Make sure you get your likes in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Tell you what, let's go back to the 1 hour chart and let's go and revisit some. So we looked at ETH. Sol is kind of chopping around now, isn't it? And now, for me, I think maybe this zone has potentially, maybe he's getting ran through a bit too much. You can see the flip of hourly SR here. Obviously, resistance, retest, support. I think maybe we'll get rid of this one now. It seems to have been rinsed a lot. Obviously, Stonksy's got resistance drew here, which looks bob on to me, and then yeah, up to there. So I mean, as far as Sol is concerned, very easy again. You know, you break below the grey box, you go down. You break above resistance, you go up, and then we come back into supply. Obviously, this is supply, so that's pretty much where we're at, isn't it? What's Bitcoin doing? Oh, did we have we had some news? I don't know if we have we missed any. I can't remember what was coming today. Oh yeah, we had PCE coming. PCE came in just now. Personal consumption expenditures, which seems to have rocked the boat a bit, doesn't it? Let's go and see what's the S&P doing. Oh yeah, the S&P tailed off a little bit more from where we were looking before. And again, you know, for something like the S&P, which obviously, you know, works massively on liquidity too, all this is just waiting to be ran. You know, we're not talking about some like altcoin, are we? That can just be pumped and dumped. Like all this here is waiting to be swept and ran. Same for all this. All this build up here that's hardly been touched is all full of liquidity stops. That is waiting to be ran through by the big funds. So keep an eye on it. Honestly, keep an eye on it, and keep an eye on this build up on Bitcoin as well. Eventually, this will get taken out. Mark my words. Eventually, this all will get taken out. Just a case of when. Miners are going crazy. Check out Cores Iron. Are they miners? Let's check them out. Core Scientific. I think, was this one of the ones that we found? Oh my god. Look at that. Wow. That is insane. Very, very nice. Iron. We have got it on here. I'll just get rid of it and add it. Again. Oh, yeah. Look at that. 10% pump yesterday and is already up again pre-market. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, that's ran super hard on it. Look at that since April. Super, super hard. Nearly 3x. Circle's making a bit of a comeback as well, isn't it? Trying to, anyway. Obviously, come down to that big $200 juicy round number and has bounced so far. I do think maybe we could see something like this on Circle. Maybe like a push up, create a lower high, and then come back down. I think that's potentially one thing we could see with Circle. Core, we've put in a bid for them. Oh, okay. All right. For which one? Or both of them? Tell you what, there is some big action, isn't there? There is some big action over in stocks recently. If you are watching on X, please do make sure you're following the X account if you've come from TMG's feed. And please do make sure you head over to the YouTube channel and subscribe as well. Each and every subscriber helps us get closer to that 2,500. Course. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's run through some more. The Doge come back into area of interest, hasn't it? I don't think really. I mean, things you can see the weakness in alts as well, can't you? Say for instance, right, we go look at Bitcoin now. The Bitcoin has consolidated, but hasn't really sold off that much, has it, from when it was back here? It sold off a couple of $100. To say, obviously, from the top of these 1 hour candles, it's down 0.9%. But then you go and look at some, you go and look at some altcoins. You can see structurally, they've obviously suffered more. But then, from around about the top where they, Doge is down nearly 4%. From the top where Bitcoin locally topped out, ADA is down nearly 7%. So you can see the weakness in altcoins still, can't you? Just structurally, some stronger than others. Link doesn't look that bad. AVAX looks the same. A lot of them look exactly the same. Litecoin's held up quite well. Torn. So again, not really much movement from yesterday, is there? Some are down a little bit more, but we've not had massive movement across the market from what we was looking at yesterday. Again, ARB we've looked at. I did see that Aave though. Aave's up 4%. Looking not bad. So obviously we had two levels here. I can't remember when we marked them out, but obviously this one came in pretty bob on. And then the next level of interest was this one up here, wasn't it? 291. So maybe Aave makes an assault for that. Obviously we've got Stonksy drawing resistance here, which you can see obviously why, key SR. So you flip 271 and up above here and then bang. And that's a good thing about Stonksy is, it's banged on a level there on its own. And there we go. Not much movement really across altcoins at all. Say though, we've got to mention Say, haven't we? Is Say beginning its next leg up? Obviously super strong in the market. Super strong. But is it beginning its next leg up potentially? Waiting for open to close some trades, but I've done really well the last few weeks. Dropping now for pints. Have a good one. Yeah, mate. Enjoy. You keep smashing it. Long may it continue. But yeah, Say doing superbly well. Very, very well. But yeah, Bitcoin did not like that PCE data release, did it? The SPX is kind of looking to maybe try and recover it, but again, we've rallied so hard, so much on a Friday. Would you be surprised to see a reversal? Potentially not. Jeff says, here's a random question. I was logged in BLOFIN and adjusted my low frequency bot amount. Is there a time I've ever been in a trade at the same time? I imagine there probably will have been, yeah, Jeff? Yeah. I would be shocked if there wasn't. I imagine there definitely will have been a time for that, yeah. It's a good question. I've never directly noticed it myself, but I would probably say, yeah, there's probably definitely a time when that has happened. Yeah, I've never directly noticed it. Yeah, I would be shocked because obviously with the rate that the high frequency bot jumps in and out of trades now, I'd be shocked if it hadn't have crossed over at some point. Yeah, but the trade is doing quite well. We are up to 13.47%, which is regaining some of our weekly losses in it. And we have got down coming in as the resounding vote so far with 22 votes. So we'll just keep it open then. Wait, what was it? Hang on. 454. So yeah, we'll see what we come back to on Monday. The Monday will be... What day will it be on Monday? What date? The 30th. Right. I won't bore you guys doing this. I'll just do 2 days. There we go. Yeah. We'll then see, obviously, what we end on. Oh, Bitcoin is dropping to the downside pretty fiercely. Now, watch. We need to watch the... where's the daily low? Here, isn't it? Right. Here is the daily low. Let's mark that on. Definitely something to keep an eye on is the daily low. That's it. Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you. I think I've frozen, haven't I? Let me just fix my camera. I think I froze. Let's see what's going on in the world. Anything? No, not really much. Right. Oh, not this again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let me know what you'd like me to look at. I mean, it's a bit of a quiet day, isn't it, overall? We've got Bitcoin just chopping around again. Anyway, yeah, so I knew it was going to be... Aptos is doing quite well today. Up 12% on the week as well. BitGet token is nearly 4% up. And then, yeah, You can see the kind of the lullness in the market, can't you? Let's see what's been hit the hardest. SPX token down 6.5%. TIA again getting smashed. Aero was down 4.6. Let's go and have a look at TIA because I'm sure that is just like at new lows. Yeah, just literally just constant selling, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, that is a wild looking chart, isn't it, when you look at it like that? And let's just remove that. That is a crazy looking chart. Literally launch, pump up, $20, all-time high, and then just onslaught of selling. Down 92.8%. Wow. Insane. However, for any people that hold TIA, suppose I could offer maybe, just maybe, one piece of hopium is that it breaks this daily downtrend. I was thinking maybe it looks like a bit like a wedge, but I don't think it does it? I mean, I suppose if you really want to force it, you could maybe draw. Yeah, I suppose maybe you could form it into a wedge there. Yeah. So if anyone who likes the patterns and maybe likes the patterns or likes TIA, I think, you know, breaking that is smash the like button. Yeah, please do smash the like button if you haven't. So yeah, I mean, Stonksy's still red on the background, which is superb. I mean, what a call by that on the daily. Absolutely insane. But yeah, definitely you could call this a wedge. But the way it's going, I wouldn't be surprised. And as you can see here, a little sneak peek for you. Obviously, we are getting these purple crosses coming in at the top, which you guys won't know yet because it's not released to you. That's coming next week. But this suggests oversold region. So maybe there's potentially some things lining up there. At the time, TIA was the next big thing, / tech, kind of what Hyperliquid is now. I think something like that could happen to Hyperliquid in the future. Yeah, maybe, yeah. I've never really looked into TIA, to be honest, on what it actually is and what it does. I've never really took the time to look into it, but, I mean, the thing with Hyperliquid is, you would imagine that, I think is Binance maybe invested in Hyperliquid, or there's someone invested in Hyperliquid, but you would imagine, we'll have an onslaught of kind of Hyperliquid type of things coming out, won't we? Similar to obviously what Pump Fund did, Pump Fund first mover, largest, and then now you've got Radium and others. So it's got first mover advantage for sure, Hyperliquid, but yeah. Pretty sure Binance weren't here as well. Well, yeah, so yeah, you could definitely see it. I mean, especially, if Hyperliquid starts to eat up too much of the market share for exchanges, could be interesting to see what happens with it. Because, obviously, there is business to protect there, isn't there, for these exchanges? So, yeah, but we have had PCE come in today, which came in higher than expectations, which led to the Bitcoin sell-off. We are still short on Bitcoin. We do have 40 minutes to go till US Open as well. Please do get your likes in, get your comments in. Let me know what you'd like me to look at as well. Seeing it time and time again. Every cycle, next big thing comes, yeah. I mean, the thing is, when these things happen, all you can do is try and ride the trend, make profit, and then get out, isn't it? And then move on to the next one. That's all you can do. Ride the trend, bank profit. Okay, right, what's next? And that's all you can do, really, isn't it? There's not really much else. I'm just going to run to the toilet, so I won't be a second. I will be back. Don't go anywhere. Right. Yeah, we aren't getting really Bitcoin doing too much movement. Are we leading into US Open after that PCE news data drop? It is kind of leveling off. Now, the S&P is kind of starting to roll over a little bit. I want to say roll over, not massively roll over, but again, you know, you look at it, don't you? First of all, what a call by Stonksy on the 5-minute. These double confirmations as well work great on the stocks as well. So indices, stocks, yeah, they work fantastic on there. But you can see, can't you, just the levels that this could potentially run through to the downside. Let me know in the chat what you'd like me to look at. What would you like me to cover? Also, let me know in the chat if you're excited for this latest Stonksy update to come out next week. You can see the oscillator on here. So there's a full video recorded on the changes that have been made. But yeah, drop a like, subscribe. If you're watching over on X, please do make sure you head over to the Stonksy YouTube channel. Subscribe. It does help us get a little bit closer to 2,500 subscribers. We do have hot liquidity up at 108,500-ish to the upside. Downside, obviously, there's some immediately available down to 106. 3-day chart, again, same thing. We have hot liquidity up towards 109. Weekly, same thing. So, yeah, there is definitely a hotspot of liquidity up towards 109. Obviously, on the monthly, we have got some up towards 111. And yeah, big juicy bit down at 80k, which is quite a stretch away, isn't it? Currently, quite a stretch. We're doing nicely on the trade though. We are going down now, 106,500, 18% up. So we're clawing back some of that loss that we made earlier in the week, which is good. And yeah, we are breaking down on Bitcoin a little bit now. But do watch the reaction. I think, potentially the reaction at this Asia low may be interesting. Ooh, purple. Yeah, purple looks nice, doesn't it? 104k looks nice. It does, yeah. I think 104k looks great, to be honest, Loki. Hey, he's here. What did you have for lunch, SMFC? What did everyone else have for lunch as well? Let me know in the chat. What did you have for lunch? Let me know what you've had for lunch. You missed much? Not majorly. I've obviously been given a slight little teaser on the oscillator. A slight little tease on that. Veggie ham, spicy cheese, and hot sauce toasty. Oh, very nice. Why veggie ham? Spicy cheese sounds nice. Hot sauce, lovely. Taco Bell. Oh, okay. I had for me dinner, I didn't actually have anything. I just had I did. I had a shake. I had a protein shake, and I had 2 rice cakes. One with both of them with a little bit of black currant jam, and then a bit of peanut butter on them, and that's it. GF is veggie. We don't buy real ham. I was veggie for. Do you know what? I went veggie for about 4 years. It was about 3 or 4 years I was veggie for. And fun fact, I still actually don't really eat anything pork related. So immediately, when I ended the vegginess, I went back onto fish. And then, now I eat fish, beef, chicken, lamb. But I've never really gone back to pork, interestingly. Yeah. I've never really gone back to pork, so yeah, sometimes I do fancy bacon butty, yeah. I fancy going to the butchers and getting some proper bacon though. Butcher's bacon, not supermarket watery rubbish. Proper bacon. Don't know how anyone can't eat bacon. I want some proper bacon, mate. I keep meaning to go to the butchers. Yeah, I keep meaning to go to the butchers and get some. So yeah, there you go. Fun fact. Make sure you do drop a like as well. I keep seeing people join in. Smoked or unsmoked. I don't really mind, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have any, to be honest. Don't really bother me. What made you decide to go full veggie? Do you know what's funny? I did it 1 year for January, so I thought, well, I'll do something that I could actually stick with. So 1 year I did it for January. New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. I just thought, well, I'll just do 1 month of it, and then it just kind of stuck. And then suddenly, you just get used to it, and it becomes second nature. And then at some point, you're like, what the hell? I've been veggie for ages. And then I just started really craving some nice salmon. And I really started craving a really nice battered fish from the chippy, dunking it in curry sauce and stuff. And I just thought, oh, do you know what? F this. I don't even know why I'm veggie. So, yeah, I just ended it. But yeah, you can't beat. You just can't beat it, can you? There we go. So, what do you have in the house then, SMFC? What do you have in the house? Like, what do you buy meat wise for yourself to have? Or like at home, are you primarily veggie as well now? Anyway, yeah, Bitcoin's dropping a bit. It's looking to maybe recover. Again, I think, yeah, tailwind risk is obviously sell off on the S&P, isn't it? That is the risk to take Bitcoin down, is if the S&P starts really hammering through this build-up, which, you look at it on the 1 hour, and that just looks ridiculous, doesn't it? Like, that looks ridiculous. So, again, I wouldn't be surprised at some point. Might not happen today, but I wouldn't be surprised at some point if it comes back for a lot of this and runs it through it all and maybe comes back, to a starting point and then goes again, as markets do. Also, SMFC, what are you thinking is out and out? I'll eat anything. I'm a dustbin. Very nice. Inefficient PA on lower time frame could start seeing some movement to the downside. Yeah, it needs to go and clear out some of that build up, doesn't it? You've got so much build up of just non-clearance, like just higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and then just constant run up. Like there's no sweep, there's no stop collection, there's no liquidity run, there's nothing. And then let alone the fact that we look like we've been low time frame distributing. So we'll see. But yeah, what do you think is going to happen with the game? Do you think we're going to have to take the price of 9 o'clock this morning, or do you think we're going to be going with the price at 3 o'clock? Because I've seen that it wasn't put in general. So, but I think the price at the time was about 108k, weren't it? Yesterday. So at the time, obviously, we probably done it. Yeah, it was probably around 107, 900-ish. But I suppose I mean, as long as it's low, it don't really matter to me. As long as it's low, it don't really matter. Either way, I think you win. Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I was getting a bit nervous though with like the change of it. I was thinking, it's got a few hours maybe to pop back to the upside. Now I was getting a bit nervous. But yeah, I think. I suppose we need to decide, don't we? Are we going to do split or steal? Are we going to do split or steal on this next one? Because the one for over the weekend to Monday could be the decider. Everyone's probably sat here watching, thinking, "What are you guys going on about?" On the on the morning call each day, we play a game called higher or lower. So it's exactly how you imagine. You say higher or lower for the price of Bitcoin to the following day at the next meeting. Now SMFC is winning this one by 20. He's on 24 points, and I'm on 23. And it's first to 25 wins. Now, on yesterday, we called the higher or lower. He went higher and I went lower. So that puts us currently anyway at the price, unless it goes all the way up here, on us level on 24 points each. I could never do veggie thing, lowers testosterone. Is that right? Is that true? Do a steal, risk it all or nothing, lads. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, who knows? No, I think I would be more than willing to split. I think it's better to have, in my eyes anyway, it's better to have half of something than nothing of anything in it. In my eyes anyway. We'll see if SMFC is along the same lines or not. But yeah, in my eyes, it's better to have half of something than nothing of anything. You know, if you can get half guaranteed, I'd take that all day. But yeah, thank you very much for the likes on the stream, everyone. It is massively appreciated. And yeah, we currently are remaining short on Bitcoin. And I think we're going to leave this to run into the weekend. I think we'll just leave the stock where it is, you know, to protect us. But I think it's definitely got some clearing up to do. Now, we need to decide collectively, where are we going to put our take profit? Where do you think we should put our take profit? I personally think, obviously, down here will clear up all the liquidity, and that would be a full liquidity run down to 104.6, wouldn't it, of this build-up? Personally, I don't know. I think maybe we could perhaps drop into like 103, maybe. I know Loki said 104, which would be around there, wouldn't it? Yeah. So let me know what you think, guys. What should we do? Where should we put our take profit going into the weekend? We'll leave stop loss where it is, and we'll put a take profit in. But I'll go with whatever you guys think. I do kind of agree with you. It's all about the glory, though, isn't it? That's true. Yeah, that's true. And I think, especially for... I'm dead itchy. I think, especially for going into Monday as well, innit? It's the fact that, like, we've got where Bitcoin is at the moment, and then we've got the whole weekend to do. It's kind of like it's going to be a mad decision to make. iVeggie is good, but not as good if your salt intake. If you supplement fish, it's not bad, but venison and certain meats are essential for men's health. Oh, right, okay. 102k is max paying for options market. I've been using channel for stop loss and take profit positioning. Yeah, I mean, I think obviously, yeah, you know, 5-minute outer channel says exhaustion, pointing it around sweeping this this Asia low. I think maybe we just stick it at like 104.5k and just see what happens. There we go. We'll just leave that in and see what happens. Now, if we manage to get to a full take profit, that would eradicate all the losses we've suffered this week. So that would look very nice. But alternatively, we could get stopped out. Who knows? I mean, on the hourly, you can just see, can't you? This is the zone where we need to break. We need to break through this grey box to give any sort of confirmation that we may be going down. Needs to have a full break of this grey box. Loki says 97k is ultimate pain. So yeah, maybe we don't. Maybe we what do we think? Do we think maybe next week we could get some? We could get some proper downside because maybe we leave it running, and maybe we just take a bit off the table or something. I don't know. What do we think? Should we move it down then? Loki thinks 97k is max pain. That would be painful, wouldn't it? Maybe we move it down to here, or here, or here. Maybe we just move it there. I'm fascinated to see what will happen on Open today, though. I am fascinated, given the rally that it's had. I'm fascinated to see what will happen. Jeffy boy says, if the poll stays down, I'll be taking the contrarian view. Maybe a small long just to test the theory. The poll was down, mate. Yeah, the poll was down. We had 55% against 45 for down. So we so we just kept the trade open. With it being down, we just kept the short open. The S&P is starting though, isn't it? It's looking like it's potentially starting some low time frame drive to the downside. Could also be a trap. Could be a trap. I think today we will be treated to a double one, because I think the S&P, where the S&P is, its next movement will be so vital, won't it, to what Bitcoin is going to do? I think. You know, if it gets below and starts really hitting it, gas on the floor, go down, then that could be the catalyst to really open the floodgates to the downside. Zero is max pain. True. Very true. But then again, most things actually never go to zero, do they? They go close to zero, but they never actually get there. It's like 0.00001. Market cap of 5k. Still not a zero. Show us the money. Let's see what we're currently in for anyway. Obviously, the end of June. Can you believe it as well? So the end of June currently is looking like a 2.33% gain. But can you believe we're nearly at the end of June already? Halfway of the year. Halfway through the year's just gone, hasn't it? It's actually crazy. Like, that is halfway of the year done now, basically. You know, in another 6 months, Christmas will be done. 27th of December, 6 months away. Christmas will be over. It's actually wild how fast it's gone. I can't believe it. Can you guys? Let me know in the chat, though, if anyone wants me to look at anything specific. If not, we'll just sit here patiently waiting for US Open. I mean, overall, I can give you some commentary. Overall, altcoins literally have hardly moved since this time yesterday. Apart from some of them are down like a couple of percent. Overall, there's been no dramatic change. There's been no dramatic change on Stonksy. They're just down a couple of percent against Bitcoin. Some are enjoying quite the bounce though, aren't they? Like we've got ETH up. You know, it's gained 1% on Bitcoin today. ETH. Sol is up 2.26%. Very nice. Suri's up nearly 2%. Hype up doing well. Yeah, overall, no real like dramatic change, is there? So yeah, there we go. I am enjoying as well. What's everyone doing on the weekend? Let me know what you're doing on the weekend. There will be a stream on Sunday night too. I will be around and available to do the Sunday evening stream. So we will be doing that. No one wants to share what they're up to for the weekend, do they? No one wants to share what you're doing on the weekend. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm basically just doing nothing, I think. I have a very quiet weekend this weekend, so I will probably tomorrow just have probably just like nice chilled days. Obviously we'll be doing something, just nothing of note. Probably just be going out on a day out, doing something on Sunday. I don't know what. To be fair, there is a nice food market that I've been wanting to go to again. I haven't been to in a couple of years, so I've been wanting to do that. So maybe end up doing that on Sunday. And then I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Enjoying the weather. The weather's going to be nice, isn't it? The weather's going to be nice. I'm off out going pubbing in the country. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. What, on like a little pub crawl? Revision for an exam. Oh, okay. Coding. What exam is it? What exam are you taking? UFC 317 tomorrow night. My wife's birthday Sunday. Oh, lovely tracks. Very nice. Who's your favourites in the UFC? Who's your favourite fighters? I'll be honest, I don't watch the UFC that much. Cybersecurity certification. Oh, big money that in it. Coding. Big money. Cybersecurity. Yeah, man. Pub crawl / bit of a hike. Oh, nice. Okay. What like in and around the countryside? That's the best. There's no better. Like them nice pubs where you find them in the countryside and stuff. They're the best pubs, aren't they? Toporia is gonna take it tomorrow. Okay. Right. Okay. Do you like Paddy the Baddy? Cryptogenics just put in as well. Trex, do you like Paddy the Baddy? Massive money at senior or leading roles, but I'm not that high up yet. Yet is the thing to say there, Coding. Yet. You will be, mate. You will be. Yet. Just takes time, doesn't it? Love Paddy. Yeah, man. What do you think of Tom Jones, the bloody Welsh singer, Tom Jones? What do you think of John Jones ducking Aspinall? Aspinall. Oh, what's he called now? What's he called now? I can't remember his name. Aspinall's bloody darts player, isn't he? I can't. Why is his name on the Tom? Is that his name? That is his name, in it, Tom Aspinall, actually. Yeah, I don't know why. I was thinking that wasn't his name because of Nathan Aspinall, the darts player. Yeah, I don't know why. I was thinking that wasn't like they didn't have the same name. Yeah, what do you think of John Jones ducking him? I always find it interesting to ask people like some interesting questions when they know or interested in something. One of them is a real old pub. I was there a few weeks ago. £9 for 2 pints and a large glass of prosecco. That's so good, that, isn't it? That is so good. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. I think Tom deserved the fight. John was ducking him for too long. Good that John retired at the top and handed it to Tom. Yeah. Interesting. Do you think his kind of like legacy is a bit tainted now, though, for the fact that people may always say, well, you know, you was ducking Tom, so you just retired? Because obviously I know that is kind of like been the thing that everyone keeps asking him, isn't it? He got asked it on a podcast, didn't he? The Full Send podcast again the other day. They asked him about ducking Tom Aspinall, why he wouldn't fight him, I think, and he just like ended the podcast. So it's obviously a very touchy subject, isn't it? Do you think it's kind of tainted it a little bit by just people being able to say, oh, well, you know, you was ducking him, so you retired? Or do you reckon it just doesn't matter? I suppose maybe it doesn't matter. Anyway, make sure you drop a big like on the stream. Make sure you're subscribed. And of course, if you do want to have any sort of topic of discussion like this, drop a comment in with whatever it is you want to discuss. Obviously, we're currently talking UFC and country pubs. But, you know, we can discuss anything. It sounds good, that, though. I like the sound of that. I love them type of pubs, me. The ones that are just in the country. Or like just like a bit old school. Love like them types of pubs. Anyway, we've got 6 minutes to go until US Open. Currently, Bitcoin is still hiding, yeah, in and around the lows. The S&P 500 looks to have momentarily stopped the bleed anyway, as we await market open, and let's see what we're gonna get. John will always be regarded as one of the best of all time, but probably some loss of cred for not giving Tom the chance is kind of lame. But John has always been really unpredictable out of the ring. Yeah, I suppose. I don't really follow it like too much. I just kind of know the headlines and stuff. So yeah, I suppose that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I suppose it's like how, you know, if you're a boxing fan, especially like an English boxing fan, like everyone has just wanted to see Joshua fight Fury for so long, haven't they? And it's kind of just like, you know, give the fans what they want. Obviously, I'm sure UFC fans would just have bloody night of their life watching that fight. And, you know, same for boxing. I suppose that's the one fight in it where everyone just wants to see it and it's just never materialized, ever. Fury retired, hasn't he? Yeah. Only because Usyk put him into retirement. I don't even follow boxing that much either. I just know the headlines. Just like to stick my nose in. Oh, the views. I've noticed that the viewership picks up in and around US Open time. It's interesting. Maybe we've got a load of TradFi guys sitting down at the desk in New York on Wall Street now. They sit down at the desk and like, right, first thing of business is we need to pull up the Stonksy stream. Because it seems to be the way, like, you know, coming towards US Open time, New York Open, with the viewers suddenly go up. So the only logical explanation is that the TradFi guys are watching from over on Wall Street. So if you are, hit me a little invite. I would love to come and experience a day on Wall Street. I only watch the big UK fights. Yeah, to be honest, I do. And even then, sometimes don't. It depends what time they're on. But please do make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe, of course. Make sure you sign up to BLOFIN if you want to trade anything. It is non-KYC. It's a fantastic exchange. And that link is in the chat now. It's also first link in the description as well. Not really watching UFC anymore because it is on so early in the morning. Yeah. That's the only thing, innit, I suppose. That's the only thing. We've got 2 minutes to go. Let's check on the trade anyway. So the trade currently is 16% in profit. Anyway, props to anyone who took... Did anyone follow me on this, on setting the limit? Did anyone follow me on this yesterday? When we set the limit sell? I know obviously it spiked above, but we stayed alive with our stop loss up here. So I set this as a limit order yesterday, which it triggered. Did anyone join me on it? Because if you did, well, depending on obviously what leverage you use, but you're definitely in profit. I'm in the US, so 7 p.m. start, a couple Guinness. Oh, okay. Whereabouts in the US are you, Trex? Trex, I don't think I've ever seen you in the stream before. Make sure you drop a subscribe, mate. It's great to have you here. Make sure you drop a subscribe. I was already in the short. Yeah, fair enough. I was already short from 107.9. Yeah, I know you guys are short. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, Trex, make sure you come back, mate. It's great to have you on the stream. Unless, are you normally here? You sometimes in just lurking in the background? But I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat before, so thank you for joining. Thanks for your interaction. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and come back every day. It'd be great to see you. And of course, if you want to join Stonksy, you can join with 20% off. That code is still active. You can get that, obviously, in the YouTube description, but it is on the website as well. And it's this one that you'd want. Well, I'll tell you what, Trex, if you are interested in joining, if you're not already, maybe you're already a user and you just don't sometimes pop into the stream, but if you DM the Stonksy Twitter account, I would bolster your first month discount with a little bit extra, a little bit bigger of a discount if you drop me a message on the Stonksy Twitter, it's at StonksyIO, and I give you a nice little bulky first month discount to come and try it. Seattle, I found you this morning from TMG on X. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. Seattle? That's like all the way top left, isn't it, of the US? Like all the way top left corner, is it? I think. Oh, we're open. Bloody hell. ETH printing short on the 5 minute. But yeah, thank you very much for joining, Trex. And yeah, like I say, if you do want to come and try Stonksy, you get full indicator access, oscillator access, Discord access, and access to the trading bots that we run on BLOFIN. Yeah, if you message the Stonksy Twitter account at StonksyIO, or you can drop us an email. You can find the email on the website at stonksy.io. Just drop us an email, just say it's you, and I'll give you. Currently, we're offering 20% off your people's first month, but I would give you a little bit of a bolstery one, a little bit extra discount on your first month if you want to come and try it, mate. But yeah, US Open, we have. We did have a little 1 minute spike candle on both, and then Bitcoin is back down to where it started. Let's check out that. Tell you what, let's check out that 5 minute. that cryptogenic is cryptogenic coding is saying. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So that is going over now, isn't it? Yeah, into the red. We have had some great ones recently. These double confirmations are great. So for anyone who's new, when I mention a double confirmation, it's when we get the background color change plus the arrow confirmation. And mostly we look at these on the 5 minutes, sometimes the 6 as well. Yeah, Bitcoin is hovering. It's hovering above, isn't it? Obviously, this would be a key break below. You know, breaking below 106.4 and staying below would be a key break. It looks heavy. Do you trade live like this on YouTube every market day? Yeah, so I'm live every day on the Stonksy channel. So live for about 2 hours roughly, Monday to Friday, and then most weeks I do a little 45 minute to 1 hour live stream on a Sunday evening, just giving like a weekly roundup. But last Sunday I was too hungover to do it. But yeah, I'm live every single day. You can see them all on the channel. Yeah, I go live 1 p.m. UK time it is. So obviously an hour and a half ago for whatever time it is for you, mate. And yeah, we have started taking. So this trade that I've got open at the moment, yeah, we opened it yesterday. We had it open as a limit order. And what basically we've been starting is I put a poll up. Every day saying, you know, what direction do you think we're going to go on the US Open? Let me see if I can scroll up and find it. There you go. Yeah. So I put a poll up, and then all the viewers vote. So then what I started doing is just taking a trade on based on the direction that viewers think we are going to go today, and then putting a stop loss and take profit in and leaving that to run. So it's not been going well so far this week. We suffered a loss Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then yesterday we did initially go long, but then everyone in the chat was saying, no, go short. So we flipped short. Well, we put it in as a limit short, and then it triggered. So yeah, we've left that open today because today's decision was down. Yeah, as you can see, the poll decision was down. So yeah, we've got that down. But what we will start doing as well is, so I've only started that this week. We did used to do a nice bit of trading on stream a while ago. What I'm going to start doing as well is we're going to start just live trading in general. So we'll have this open, you know, obviously the daily poll trade. And then what we'll do is we'll just take other trades as well. Maybe, obviously, we'll have this open on Bitcoin, but yeah, we'll look at maybe scalp trading ETH, or, you know, doing trades on ETH at the same time. Obviously, if we've got a Bitcoin trade open, we won't be able to open another one unless it's in, you know, the opposite direction, which wouldn't make sense. So yeah, we'll maybe look at doing some trading on ETH, maybe, so we can obviously have the daily Bitcoin poll trade, and then maybe look at trading ETH with Stonksy on some scalps, or obviously maybe some higher time frame trades. Yeah, it should be a good time. So yeah, make sure you come back. It'd be great to have you, mate. Yeah, currently that one from yesterday is doing decently. Obviously, relative to, we're only trading with a small amount, but relative, you know, to whatever you'd have open as your margin, that triggered nicely and it is up nicely. So yeah, we'll definitely, I mean, at the start of it, we started with $200 in margin, and then obviously it quickly went wrong. Maybe I should have been a bit more cautious on, obviously, the loss for the stop losses. But we started with 200, so we'll see if we can claim some of that back with this trade if we leave it open for the whole weekend. or if it even continues going down. But yeah, we'll maybe look to obviously build it up, do some bigger margin trades. Obviously, we're using a decent amount of leverage at the moment, and obviously, utilizing Stonksy to do that. So yeah, it should be really fun time ahead. But yeah, please do make sure, seeing some more people join, drop a like, make sure you like, subscribe. If you are watching on X, hop over to the YouTube channel and please do subscribe. It massively helps me out. Bitcoin is heading back to the upside a little bit, isn't it? I'm just going to run to the toilet again quickly. I won't be a minute. So yeah, don't go anywhere. I won't be a sec. Right, I am back. Oh, what has happened here? There we go. A little bit of a strong candle. 2 strong candles on the 5-minute there, isn't it? Strong candle on the S&P. You can see the relevance, can't you? It's what we've been talking about the last few days. It's just the relevance of the S&P and the and Bitcoin. You know, for a while the S&P is strong, Bitcoin might not break down, but obviously Bitcoin is not strong alongside the S&P. Bitcoin's just been consolidating, hasn't it? But yeah, any sort of retracement on the S&P should open the floodgates potentially to the downside. We will see though. But yeah, let me know in the chat what tickers would you like me to look at. Let me know what tickers you'd like me to look at. Yeah, that 5-minute red coming in on ETH at the moment. XRP again, it's held, hasn't it? Keeps holding that range low. This $2 range low that it keeps holding, but you know, we've definitely got some the rest of the markdown to do on XRP at some point. It just seems to be holding it. Sui. Yeah, what ones have we got moving today? Yeah, and like I mentioned before, we've not really had much movement at all on altcoins, have we? Just kind of obviously went up alongside Bitcoin this week, and have either some have stayed strong and some have just been horrendous. I mean, T has gone the opposite way, hasn't it? You know, where Bitcoin and has dragged a lot of the altcoin market up with it, T has just gone the opposite way. But yeah, a lot of altcoins have retraced somewhat. Say, and another. I mean, look at how good Stonksy has traded this. So obviously going back to the first impulse on the 18th of June, double confirmation, bang, there we go. Obviously a few in and outs, and then bang, there's the second leg, bang, there's the third leg, and then traded it down once, twice, and then back into the green. So absolutely incredible price action on Say. It's been absolute dream watching that on Stonksy. Oh, I apologise. For anyone interested, I've got some lovely sparkling, ice cold sparkling water with blackcurrant cordial mixed in. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Nice burp. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I got sparkling water with blackcurrant cordial. Oh, absolutely peak that. Nothing better. And if any news coming out? Sailor now sits on 21.3 billion in unrealized profits. Yeah, but he can never take that out, can he? This is the thing, isn't it? Is that Sailor could never sell that without completely just ruining his own profit. So he literally cannot sell. Like, he could sell bits and bobs, but, you know, say whatever profit he's in, he could never materialize that, because then he'd have to sell $63.28 billion of Bitcoin on market without crashing the price, which obviously we know is impossible. So I think, like, looking at the unrealized profit on Sailor is just, it doesn't mean anything, because for him to sell that, he would end up at near zero profit, wouldn't he? If he had to sell $63.28 billion of Bitcoin on the market, that profit he's in at the moment, that would take Bitcoin all the way back down to 70k, so he'd end up at zero. That's an interesting thing, isn't it? Bitcoin's up 208% compared to June 2021, and Ether's up 23. Yeah, there's not really much going on. Is there on? I thought maybe we'd have something to look at. Taylor won't sell. He doesn't believe in fear. Oh no, he won't. He won't. The only time they've ever sold was for tax purposes, weren't it? To write it off as a tax loss. That was the only time they've ever sold. Imagine market selling that. That would be insane. Imagine doing it at one candle. Like, never mind, just walking it down. Like, yeah, you could do, say, you know, 500,000 an hour, every hour, and just literally you could just walk the price down however you wanted, couldn't you? Or imagine doing it in one candle. Can you imagine doing that in one candle? That would be insane, wouldn't it? That would be so insane. I tell you what, SMFC, you know what might make a good article, or even a good discussion point, is how much liquidity. I don't even know how we'd find this out, but how much liquidity would there actually be to support Bitcoin's market cap? Because obviously a lot of people got, you know, coins for free from mining, didn't they? And you know, maybe bought coins early on and stuff like that, and then obviously that money that got purchased for them coins never got put into the market and stuff. I wonder collectively across all exchanges how much money there actually is liquid wise for Bitcoin, because obviously there's not $2 trillion of USDT sat there, is there? So I wonder how much liquidity there actually is for Bitcoin. Oh, and yeah, we are getting a tumble now, aren't we? Meanwhile, the S&P is reversing back up. Oh yeah, that is slamming. We're still making our way towards that Asia low now. I reckon it's going to be quiet till autumn now, potentially, yeah. Potentially, I mean, yeah, we're coming into, obviously, the end of June. You know, July is obviously prime time in it for people going away. You know, obviously, the kids finish school, so people go on holiday and go and do other stuff. Obviously, you know, big fund managers and high net worth people, you know, market makers and stuff, probably all do the same. So, yeah, could be. I mean, that is a ferocious 5-minute candle, isn't it? That is a nasty candle. Being pushed to the downside hard. Nice little gain on the trade, though. A nice little gain on the trade. I tell you what, as well, yeah, that fee, the fee on doing a limit order, really is so much cheaper, isn't it, than doing the market one, like Saver Crypto said. Yeah, that's been absolutely slammed. We're now up 20% on that trade, which is nice. So we just need another $60, and then we're back to full account health. I just went long and crashed the market. Thank you, RN, for your sacrifice. Thank you for your sacrifice, my friend. Yeah, market orders destroy you in fees. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, completely contrast, isn't it? Completely contrasting. The S&P is heading back up. Whether we will head to new highs, obviously, is a different story, isn't it? But yeah, meanwhile, Bitcoin is just hitting the floor. Lol. Yeah, everyone's ecstatic over the S&P. I mean, it is remarkable, isn't it? It is remarkable. The fact we had that massive sell-off, you know, through late March into early April. And then it's just full recovery, new all-time high. It is pretty astounding. I mean, let's go and have a look at the Mag 7. We've got Nvidia up again. Obviously, Nvidia and Microsoft are the two stocks out of the Mag 7 that have hit new highs. Apple up nearly 1%. Meta up nearly 1%. Meta's actually close to it as well. Meta is actually close. So Meta is, not too far away at all now from a new all-time high. So currently, 1.25%. Microsoft is down a little bit, but again, alongside Nvidia, has hit new highs. Amazon is, I think Amazon's a fair way away, I think. Yeah, not massive actually, about 10% away. Obviously, Tesla is a fair way away. Tesla is 45% away from an all-time high. And then Google. And Google is... what's that? Probably about 20%, something like that. Yeah, about 20% away from an all-time high. So, yeah, very interesting. Right, so Bitcoin now. Okay, there we go. So it swept that Asia low. So it swept the Asia low, which is obviously in an interesting point to sweep. Now, if we break below fully on this grey box, obviously then that opens the door to potentially come and run all this, doesn't it? So things could get interesting for me. We could either reverse after sweeping the Asia low, or we could open the floodgates to, okay, let's come and clear all this up that is just waiting to be swept. two possible scenarios there. Obviously, good absorption so far on that 5-minute candle. Really good absorption so far. Tesla days are over, I think. I don't know. I mean, there you go. There's your sweep of the Asia low, and there's your bounce. You're welcome. Planned that about an hour ago, didn't we? The S&P just ripping again. So now do we see a Bitcoin bounce potentially? Can you break down your current position real fast by any chance? I missed it earlier. What, this? Yeah, I mean, we currently have an entry from 107,450. Where did we pick that from? So when we was on stream yesterday, we wanted to go short, but I didn't want to market short it from where we was. We was around like 107. So this is what I planned for. Initially, I thought, okay, well, this, looks obviously prime for sweeping, which then we did. So you can see there what I drew out. And then also, I highlighted this area as potentially one bit for the price to come into, because obviously that is where supply came in. So obviously, we sprung up, triggered it. Obviously, it did actually come into the second area as well, which would have been good, and then sold off. But just left it open coming into today's trade. And, I mean, what's the theory behind it? Well, I mean, one, obviously, it was the consensus that we wanted to go short. So that triggered, but then obviously stop losses above the highs, which obviously could, be prime for being bait and being swept. Could be, but you got to put it somewhere, haven't you? And then at the moment, the take profit, I just pulled it all the way down before. I'm not too sure on a take profit, to be honest, because while we're holding support at the moment, I still think the downside looks potentially juicy. So, but I mean, the today's poll voted short. So we're going to hold that going into Monday, regardless of what happens. Unless, obviously, we end up getting took out at stop loss. If we end up getting took out at stop loss, then obviously then that will be that. But as it stands, this will be open going into Monday for whatever price action occurs. Could you look at Palanta? Yeah. How do you spell it? Is it like Palan? Oh, there. Palantir. Big sell-off. I mean, what a rally it's had. The thing is, with something like this, it's going to top at some point, isn't it? It's done just a huge gain. And the thing is, it's going to top at some point. Now, them daily candles don't look... That daily candle yesterday doesn't look great at all. So, I mean, where would you be looking? I suppose it depends what you're doing. At some point, it's going to top, innit? I mean, is it a macro top? It could be. Because at some point, charts like these, it doesn't matter what you're looking at, does it? At some point, charts like these have a top, don't they? Naturally, we can look through history on any chart, and at some point you'll be, you'll come across a massive rally, and at some point it'll top. Now, whether it's topped or not, I don't know. Obviously, none of us know. You can look for signs. I mean, is that a great weekly candle? No, that's not a great weekly candle. It could actually end up as a inverse hammer. Is that known as a hanging man? Is inverse hammer hanging man? I think it might be. I don't know. Anyway, that could end as an inverse hammer on the weekly. On the hourly, I mean, Stonksy's still long from 124, which is great, but it's got a lot to potentially retrace, hasn't it? If you're adopting it as maybe a macro top, if or not it is, who knows? But I mean, it's got a lot coming. You've obviously got daily demand down here. in the face. It's done a 2x, hasn't it, since April? A lot of stocks are like this, though. A lot of stocks have done about 2x since April. So at some point, you would imagine people will start taking profits potentially. You've also got obviously some support down here, but yeah, I mean, something like that, I suppose, yeah, just at some point it will top out. But yeah, I think that's all we've got time for today. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. I do really appreciate you taking your time to watch with me. Please do make sure you drop a big thumbs up. If you are new as well, like Trex, obviously new viewer today, make sure you drop a sub. You come back every single day when I'm live. Obviously, check out the videos on the channel as well. Go and check them out. Post regular content on the channel. Some great videos to sink your teeth into. And yeah, overall, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. And I'll be back with you Sunday evening for the weekly roundup. And then obviously be back for a full week of streaming next week. Enjoy yourself, obviously. Make sure you are making some profits, hopefully. Trade on BLOFIN, links in the description. And of course, sign up to Stonksy. Links in the description as well. For you people over on X, head over to stonksy.io. And for Trex and anyone else like that, who first-time viewers today and you've made it to the end, if you drop me a DM on the Stonksy account, it's at stonksy.io. I will give you a little bumped up discount for your first month or emailing. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you very much, and bye for now.